Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Lunar New Year. We are so close to the spring equinox, and if you are watching this on the day I am posting it and making it, this is also a new moon, so it's just, like a whole lot right now. If you're new here, my name is Kayla. I'm a medium, I'm a coach, I'm a photographer. I make beautiful, intentional jewelry and objects to help you come home to yourself. I do lots of things. There's my personal plug. Today, what we are going to do is a pick a card style reading, and it is going to be all about the energy that is coming in for you for this Lunar New Year. For whatever reason, the Chinese New Year has become very popular all of a sudden. I truthfully, up until 2026, have not thought about or really heard much about the Chinese New Year energies. And it started last year with the wood snake stuff, and that was very enlightening. And then all of a sudden it felt like everyone's content was all about the Lunar New Year. And so here I am on the train because this is the energy that needs to come through for the masses, for the collective. I so rarely post on here now, so when it is a clear need for me to get on here and make a video, I don't even question it. I'm like, it's fine. If we're going along with the flow, you guys need to hear about this, right? So, like I said, this is going to be pick a card style. There are 3 piles. Each one has a crystal significator and its own oracle card significator. So I'll go through them each. You can take as long as you need to sit with and feel into what you need to receive right now as we enter into this year. And truthfully, no matter when you see or watch this, the messages in here are going to be applicable for you, okay? So we're going to start with showing you guys what the options are, and then I will dive right into the messages. So pile 1, you have Preonite, which is connected with the heart and the solar plexus. So it's a lot about moving from the heart, willfully creating energy and movement while being connected with the heart space. And this is your significator card. I'm going to really briefly read the main description of that because I already I'm like, what the heck? So it's on page 87, if that means anything to you guys, if the number 87 is important. So this is number 20, so that's a 2, so that's all about balance and relationship. Woman and man, new humanity. So that's pile 1. Pile 2, you have citrine. And your significator card is helping hand. When I help others, I am helping myself. When I share the best of myself, all that is good in me expands and grows. Everyone benefits when I take care of myself. Okay, so that's pile 2. And then pile 3, you have the strawberry calcite heart. 3 very distinctly different messages. And you have number 61, she loves. So, yeah, I'll invite you to just soak in all of that. Take a moment, take a few breaths, feel into it. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive into your messages. Happy New Year. Let's get into it. So if you picked pile number 1, woman and man, new humanity, like I said, number 20. Okay, so the 20th of a month could be important to you. The age 20 could have been an important thing to be connected with. 2 and 0, being 2, but I want to get to the 0, is about duality, relationship, balance, harmony, whatever. 0 being 0 point, void point, right? Void space, like newness and expansiveness and potential in all of those things. So potential being the key word that I feel like I need to call out there. Woman and Man card is number 20, the number of wisdom and realization. The realization only possible to the human family. 20 carries duality. 20 is the awakening number and is the sign for divination and ritual. This number asks you to explore both. 20 also expresses the number of digits allotted to the human. If you have selected the Woman and Man card for your reading, prepare to enter a cycle of completion. Finish the old and begin the new. Set your life in order. This is so fucking fitting. Make peace with the idea of utter change. As you enter the new paradigm, you may feel anxious or fearful. Go ahead and mourn and process the loss of the old world. Acknowledge with gratitude the old ways that sustained your life. Ritual around that. If you feel called to, y'all, do something to assist you in grieving and letting go and acknowledging and honoring the old, saying thank you so much for getting me here. Thank you so much for doing this in my life, things like that. And then, maybe transmute or alchemize that in some way. Humans are a glimpse in the dazzling mirror, carrying the knowledge of cosmic oneness. Back to the sun, to the great unity we go, our destination a star. So, there's already a lot there, and I'll let you guys kind of soak in that. My readings are not about being speedy. Because there's a lot to unpack with each of these cards, let alone the whole reading as it comes together, So really take the time that you need with these messages. I can feel a sense of, duality coming in strongly with you guys, and the balance of it and how it all works and comes together, you know what I mean? And connecting in with the masculine and the feminine. How do they work together? Why are their opposites perfect for each other? Things like that. And with preonite, working with this crystal, it's a heart opener. It's a heart connector. So I feel like this is super important to be connecting with the heart space in a way that honors and balances duality, action, and rest, creativity and structure, things like that. The next oracle card we have is number 38, the Mystical Shaman, and it is reversed. So let's see what wants to come out for you here. Again, maybe looking into, if 38 seems to stand out for you, looking into the numerology. Okay, the Mystical Shaman. So we're going to read about the essence of the card, and then I'll read you the reversed meaning. The essence. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller, who is neither made or defined by the story. Who is neither made of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In so doing, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. Very fitting for the first card you got. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. So with that in mind, the medicine. Be careful what you pray for. The mystical shaman cautions you against relentless attachment to a certain form that you think will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved, etc. However, in seeing your dream come into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Perhaps you've been telling yourself a certain story for so long, the story that only when you reach this particular goal will you be happy that you will arrive. You didn't even notice you're no longer the person who wanted those outcomes. You may have moved beyond those stories. Perhaps it's time to admit to yourself that you need to imagine a new story that is more in alignment with who you have become. This is just one moment in millions of moments in the continuum of a life. Let it go. Let it be just a story and move on. Better tales are waiting to be told. And something, y'all, that I have recognized and realized is how empowering and important it is to consistently renew ourselves. And when you gain that superpower of being able to really understand how you affect your entire life and experience, when you begin to gain those superpowers, it really is. It's like a superpower. It's innate within all of us. It's possible for all of us. And not everyone uses them or wakes up to them or wants to feed into them, right? So it's so important. It's so important for you to let yourself continue to become different people who have different wants, and it's all okay. It's all okay. It's all very important. Now, the archetype that you got is the sword. So we're talking about truth here. We're talking about clarity. And it really is, it's like cutting and clearing away whatever is not working, what doesn't fit your story, So it's a good time to check in and notice, what do I actually want? What do I want to believe in? Where do I want to go? Is my now supporting the movement towards where I want to go, right? The sword is, it's like blatant truth and honesty, especially with yourself first. Especially with you first. You need to clarify within yourself first before you go anywhere else. We also have number 25, fortune teller, seeking guidance and invocation. So this one I'll read because there's a lot that is associated with these cards. This is an air card. Straight shot. I am my own oracle. I connect directly to spirit. Yes, you do. Upright, which it is. Sound guidance, keen psychic abilities, expertise, solid advice, instruction, education, clarity, and accurate assessment of a situation, helper or guide. Now, if you want some songs, On the Way by the Hawthorns, Fortune Teller by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, Faster Horses by Tom T. Hall, In My Hour of Darkness by Graham Parsons. At certain points in our lives, we ask questions we don't feel we have the answers to, so we seek guidance or answers from a higher source. Often folks co-opt their direct connection to divine intelligence by asking someone else to read their cards or tell their fortune. Show me something good. That's a fine option. I'm here for it. I love reading for y'all. Occasionally, and I agree. But the fact is, not once have you ever needed a deck of cards, a psychic, or a medium to connect directly to source, and that is 1,000% true. Y'all don't need me to read cards for you and in order to connect to source. I love it. And I'm happy to do it. And it's like once in a while, occasionally, I think that's great and that's helpful. Like I outsource to other people too. We need to do that. And we all have the ability, the capacity to connect to God individually in the ways that we need to. Your connection to spirit can be clouded. You can choose to be disconnected. Oof, you can choose to be disconnected. It's true. But higher guidance and direction are always available if you seek it. And if you work to keep that connection clear, it becomes an undeniable force in your life. I can speak to that. I do. I work to wow, the words. I work to keep that connection clear for myself first, and then truly with the intention of being able to help and support other people as radically, openly, and honestly and lovingly as possible. That's really important to me. So. Okay, well, that pretty much summed it up. So, I like that this is coming up for you. I like that everything that's coming up for you, pile one, is very innate. It's very, like, it's already here in you. This is just like you getting your permission slip. And reconnecting with divine energy. You got the shaman, the sword, and the fortune teller, and man and woman, and like a heartstone. You guys are already so connected to truth and actual reality. It's crazy. In a good way. In a really good way. Like you're in it. You're very divinely guided and you are clear. So continue to build on all of those qualities. And something else might come through for you guys because I was getting a lot of ringing in my ear. The last oracle card you have before we dive into the tarot is number 25 again. You got 25 twice. So maybe the 25th of the month is important. Maybe age 25 is important to reflect back to. 2 and 5, again with the 2s. Harmony, balance, relationship, duality. And 5, change. And then 7, divine guidance. Cosmic womb. Seek connection with oneself as you are a source of empowerment and life. In here lies your divine insight. You know what you need to know right now. It's so funny that you're watching or reading because you literally just got told so many ways that like you have all the information and you have the clarity and you know. So act on it. So do something about it, right? Let's get some more specifics for pile 1 as we dive into the tarot. Woo! You get the world card right off the bat, the universe. Number 2 again, 21. So 2, 1, and 3 energies. And it is literally the same. That's crazy. It's the same message as this. Come here. You are at the point of one thing ending and another beginning simultaneously. So just needing to honor that space. You have 7 of Wands, stand your ground. And you have throat chakra. So you guys need to be consistently expressing, creating, talking about, writing, singing, making music around what you believe to be true. What is your reality? What is your truth? What are you aiming towards? What are you making and why? Like continue to amplify and clarify your truth right now. Whenever you get this is going to be the most important thing for you to do at the start of this huge energetic shift. An eclipse season has begun. So while all of this is incredibly important, you still need to be surrendered. So practice all of this in a state of surrender. Practice all of this and honor like what doesn't work out exactly the way you thought it would or you wanted to. You get what I mean? Anything else for pile 1? Okay, no, but I can show you the bottom of the deck is 5 of Wands, obstacles and challenges. So that's exactly what I mean. Like, we have to stay surrendered while being crystal clear. And it's a funky line to walk. But you having clear visions and clear understanding of your future and where you're going is going to show you how to work with and overcome the obstacles that may come your way or show up. All right? So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I am sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, if you want or need any extra support, the links are going to be in the description. I will clean these guys up in a little bit. Okay, pile number 2. You guys picked citrine. So there's a lot about clarity, abundance, solar plexus energy right now, creation, forward movement, etc., etc. And then you chose helping hand. When I help others, I am helping myself. When I share the best of myself, all that is good in me expands and grows. Everyone benefits when I take care of myself. So there's already a huge message here of like, you're already doing the things. You being you being the type of person that you are, authentically, you offering what you can offer, you helping where you can help, you taking care of things that you need to take care of for you, like all of this stuff is inherently helping and supporting everybody else and the highest good for everybody else. So as long as you know where your intentions are coming from and why you have them, then you're good. You guys also got a reversed card. You have number 28, Jaguar. So I will read her essence first, and then I'm going to read the medicine message. So the 28th could be important to you. The numbers, just take it as you need to. So the essence, the jaguar is the protector of all life in the Amazon, and in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the forest, fearless and at ease. Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is the master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. So the medicine. What in your life needs to be released? I'm already getting like what stories, what preconceived notions, what thoughts need to be let go of, like what guilt, what shame needs to be let go of. What have you carried around with you far too long, which is ready to be let go of once and for all? Jaguar medicine is available to heal the fear so you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadows and end the shadow games that you may have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. Take this as it resonates. If you want to do a shamanic journey, do a shamanic journey to meet a jaguar or jaguar spirit and ask them to show you how to clear what needs to be cleared, and or ask for their support specifically. Ask, can you please assist me in clearing and cutting out this energy from my life? And then ask for clarity around it. Ask for the lesson. Ask to see like what you need to see from it. I feel like that's going to be really potent spirit work for you. Jaguar rules the West in traditional medicine work. You know, it's the setting sun. It is darkness. It is the shadows. There's a lot of depth here. And I feel like the reason you have citrine and the message about help is that you do have good intentions. Like you want to be here to do things that are helpful for yourself and other people, right? And there's some heavy shit that you are ready to let go of and you need to let go of. We also have the archetype of the mountain. So let's pull this guy up. It's a tiny little book. It's the mini version. Boop. Page 172. Okay. The ascent, the peak, the insurmountable. The mountain stands eternally in our awareness, calling us toward its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirits, sages, sadhus, and gods that made their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. Beware, though, as the mountain can affect us in two ways. It can inspire and enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experience, yet it can also create isolation, competitiveness, and an inflated sense of self. Standing upon its heights can activate the purist and the perfectionist in us, creating separation from those who we deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that it is within the core of the mountain that the gems, minerals, and jewels reside. If you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. So, I feel like y'all might be going through quite an ascension period in this time frame with this new year. So it's very important for you to stay conscious of working on your shit. Like, take the log out of your eye before you pull the splinter out of someone else's. Like, really look at yourself first. Relate things back to you, you know? And sometimes stuff isn't about you. And I think y'all know that. I think you can tell. So don't overthink it. But be diligent about working, like letting go of what you need to let go of in order for you to ascend and then support other people in that process as well. I think that's why you got the helping hand card too, because you're meant to help other people through this. So it's your job and really important to stay conscious of your process and your ascension, right? We also have number 29, Twilight, Reflection and Assessment. Palm trees could be significant for you too. Okay, straight shot. I am in between, and that's right where I'm meant to be. Upright. A pause before a transition or transformation. Time to appraise, analyze, reflect, or assess before taking the next step. Recommended songs. Twilight Time by The Platters. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain by Willie Nelson. Twilight is that soft, diffuse light between day and night when we reflect on and assess the day before it were behind us. It can be the hazy light between daybreak and morning or nightfall and nighttime. Either way, it represents a transition. You are in that liminal space between the close of one chapter and the start of something new. Too often we want to rush through transitions, not recognizing that liminal space is a sacred pause, punctuating our life, demarking our passing through a threshold. This card beckons you to treasure the mystery as it unfolds and recognize the power and potency of this moment in time. It is in the liminal space and the twilight moments that we meet ourselves most fully. Don't rush that. Invite it closer and ask it to inform you. Yeah. So, yeah, don't rush this in between time. I feel that y'all have a lot of hope and a lot of light and a lot to offer the world. And where you're at right now is perfect. And there's a lot for you to gain from it. So trust wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with. Like, give full trust to your situation right now. And keep leaning into like, what takes me to a better place and how do I need to continue to clear stuff out. And then you have number 4, infinite vastness. Stop playing small. Dream bigger, go bigger, is what I'm hearing. Just like do it. I think that's also why you're maybe in like more of a liminal space, is because Spirit wants you to aim bigger. And trust whatever it is you're doing. You really need to trust yourself right now, like more than you ever have probably. Okay, let's pull some tarot cards. Ugh. You guys also got the universe. You might have felt called to pile 1 as well. I'd recommend listening to it if you want to, if you feel drawn to it. You also have the Fool, or awareness, in this deck, which is great. I love that. You have 5 of Wands reversed. So yeah, that's really like overcoming a lot of frustrations or challenges or problems, perceived problems. Being able to see things more clearly from a more expanded viewpoint. I think that's why the Mountain card was coming up for you as well. And then we have 11, Justice or Balance, coming out reversed. So things might feel a little imbalanced right now because you are in this threshold space, because you are letting go and clearing and building and ascending at the same time. You're going to feel a little messed up, and that's okay. Like, things will balance out, but you need to keep moving forward right now. And then you have number 4, the Emperor, authority. So I feel like if you really tap in to your values and your truths about yourself and what you want out of your life right now and the type of person you want to be and the type of life you want to be living, you need to hone in on that as your anchoring point. And if you want me to make, home skillets, this is what I do. If you want me to make you a candle, like a ritual candle, a special candle, or a mala, or a bracelet, that helps you anchor in. Literally, they're physical objects that I make so intentionally, and they're with your intentions, right? If you want to anchor in the vastness of possibility and the trust in the universe and the authority that you have within yourself into a physical object that will energetically, not only literally, you're going to look at it and touch it and it's going to literally fucking help you remember all that stuff. It is energetically emanating all of those things around you all of the time. So it has no option but to happen. So when you are struggling with it up here, you have this object, you have this tool, you have this piece to connect in with and anchor in with, right? It's like a fucking safety blanket. I definitely had a safety blanket when I was a kid. I had a stuffed animal that was like my security, that's my best buddy stuffed animal. It was a dog, his name was Gunny, and he had a little red bandana, and I had him until college, and I'm sad that I didn't keep him. But everyone has their things. We all have our things. And if crystals and jewelry and candles aren't it for you, that's cool. Like, There's millions of other makers out there. But this is what I have to offer. And soon I will have ceramics and pottery and those types of sweet, like, connective pieces, right? But if I can support you in that way, please reach out to me. My website is en route. It is coming. It will be here, and it will be so easy for you to shop all of these things very soon. But yeah, take your time with this energy, with these messages, because all of these individual messages have a lot, not just the, not just the whole reading, but like if you sit and think about everything that just came through, it's like, oh shit. So I am wishing you guys nothing but love, and I'm here for you. Let me know how this lands, and I'll talk with you soon. And we're going to move on to pile number 3. You guys got this strawberry calcite. I love this rock so much. It is, oh God, not only is it just the coolest thing to look at, and it's translucent, so when you hold it up to the light, you can see all sorts of cool shit, but it feels so good. So good. You guys also picked She Loves. I'm excited to read this and dive into this a little bit more. So it's number 61. Ooh, hello. This oracle brings you a message from the divine. You are forgiven. You are worthy of forgiveness, and you are capable of great spiritual generosity in forgiving others. If there's a person that you cannot forgive, you are really just not forgiving yourself. Perhaps for being vulnerable, for not knowing better, or for not listening to your own intuition. It's time to let that go and allow the forgiveness that the divine has for you to fill your heart. You are free now. You just need to realize it. The cherry blossom knows when to bloom each year and never questions whether its beauty is enough. There is peace in knowing you will always bloom well, yet man spends a lifetime in wonder. Pile 3. Yeah, there's like a big time, like sweetness energy to your reading. There's something very innocent and simple and pure about where you're at and what you need to sit with and where you're going. So I want to let this reading unfold a little bit more before I say anything else. You have number 16, the eagle. Baby girl. You are going to experience so much freedom when you lean into loving more, especially loving yourself more. So the essence of the eagle. Eagle comes from the east, the place of the rising sun, of new beginning. She soars high in the sky, sees the smallest detail with clarity without losing track of the bigger picture, and nests in the high mountains. For eagle, there are no obstacles, only opportunities. She calls you to ascend, to acquire perspective so you can fly wing to wing with great spirit. The invitation. Have you become trapped in your daily routine and feel you do not know where to go and what to do next? Have you lost your sense of purpose? Eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When was the last time you opened them? Eagle reminds you that your spirit was born to soar to the heavens. As you contemplate choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken coop, sheltered from life, counting the regular feedings, or do I want to soar like an eagle? If your answer is the latter, then you must accept Eagle's invitation and embrace the courage that will help you choose freedom. I'm going to share something that Leo Skeppy has said a couple times on his social media, but it feels really relevant here. He said, freedom's fucking terrifying because there's no structure. You know, and it truly, like, you could sit in the cage and you can be protected from the wildlife and you could get fed regularly and Like you can be a captive creature. Do you want to be a captive creature? And there's this very strong sense of inner freedom coming forth for y'all. Ooh, 4004. Lots of structure here and balance. I want to say foundation as opposed to structure because we're talking about freedom, right? And like forgiveness and moving on. And your archetype is the self. I've been really drawn to pearls lately, so that's interesting. What do we have for the self? Page 162. Oh, there we go. The soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place, and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? Are you the chicken or are you the eagle? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind you. There's a intense depth of self-love and self-awareness and cognition for you this upcoming year, and it's where you need to have your focus right now. It's more on you, and it's more on like the beauty and the freedom and the authenticity of the self. And then you have card number 35, Our Lady, Apparitions, Motherly Spirit. That's making me feel some type of way. Okay, it's a water card. Straight shot. I am courageous enough to believe in my own innocence and potential. What did I say as I started your reading? There's like a feeling of innocence here. Our Lady reminds me to serve as a channel for divine love to express in this world. Upright, love, loyalty, belief, openness, honest communication. I feel like a lot of you are letting go of like past hurt or past circumstances that have made you feel like tainted or gross, or maybe you don't have good intentions or whatever, like it's all bullshit. Recommended songs. Sweet Dream Woman by Waylon Jennings. Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys by Waylon Jennings. And Lady May by Tyler Childers. Tyler Childers, Jesus. I love all those songs. Oh my gosh. The Our Lady card is the second card in the water suit, representing pairings and choices as it relates to our emotions. Our Lady is the pinnacle of loving, receptive, creative, divine, feminine energy. Yeah, this feels so sweet. This reading, it feels so sweet. Some see that kind of steadfast and unconditional love in Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, a whole bunch of other ones, etc. Sacred femininity is the womb, or creative void, that holds space for all creation to burst forth. She believes in the potential of things. Connecting with the courage and ability to create, let things be, choosing, softness, fully embracing potential. And then you also have number 16, the human experience. Understand that you grow through what you go through. These lessons are vital in the expansion of your soul in order to ascend. I feel like a lot of you might be like working through some childhood trauma. or just clearing out some like old expectations you had of yourself when you were younger. Because it feels so like sweet and young, and like needing to forgive yourself and needing to trust in yourself. If you're watching this, you're more than likely a grown adult, and it's time for you to like sit with your inner teen, sit with your younger self, and like help her heal. I did some really intense teenager healing after my last breakup, and talking with her and hanging out and spending time with her was so vital to where I'm at now. So yeah, like working with your teen self, you know, and really trusting in your innate innocence, not just hers, maybe helping her find that again too, but like your real, true freedom and innocence. Whoa. Yep. 3 of Swords. Heartache and loss. It's like you need to mourn maybe what you thought was the loss of innocence. And even if you weren't a teenager when stuff happened, you know, I was in my early 20s when, like, I mean, bad shit happened when I was younger too, but like the big one that I consciously remember was in my early 20s, you know. So just younger woman, you might need some attention and some love. And also like mourning. Ooh, there it is. We have, yeah, I see you. A lot of you need to forgive yourself for not listening to yourself. That could have been a yesterday thing. You know, this does not have to necessarily be like a younger version of you, but it can, because usually it's a cycle that repeats, right? So see where the origin story is for you, and work with it, because you are mourning and grieving and needing to forgive some part of you that didn't listen. And you've experienced pain and frustration because of that. And you need to know that like your innocence is a real thing. Your purity is a real thing. You have the World card. Every single one of these readings has this card in it. Everyone's at a threshold point. Everyone is like ending one thing and starting new things. So just, and you guys also got throat chakra. There's a lot about expressing right now. I am so confused. I have a really odd neighbor situation. Not to get into here, but just strange, but just occurred. Anyway, last thing you have is 3 of Cups reversed. So I think a big thing for some of y'all is like missing your enjoyment and fun in life and like wanting to reconnect with that. And I think that you need to forgive yourself and let go of some old shit in order for you to have space to consciously be like excited and grateful and feeling good about your life and how you're feeling, you know. But I think a lot of you need to like let go and like expressively let go of some old shit first. Okay. Top of the deck. Three of Pentacles, recognition and reward. It's coming. The shift is coming for you, is all I can really say about that. I feel like there's a lot here for you to work with. So please reach out to me if there's anything I can do for you. I'm sending you guys a lot of love. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this and share it if you feel so compelled, and comment and let me know, you know, how you felt about your reading. Okay? I'm sending you guys a lot of love, and I'll talk with you soon.